Welcome back. We're back with another pick a card reading. This is going to be for V plus D Day edition, aka Valentine's Day, where I'm going to pull some cards from the Love Oracle and the Earth Oracle. First question being what you truly desire. Next one is what they desire. And the final one is the outcome, how it could go, for 3 piles. And I'm just going to shuffle. Sorry if it's loud. Got some classical music in the background. My books are open. Website, link in my bio, Daisbotanicals.com. If you would like to book a reading for tarot, phone call, conversation reading, card pulls, or astrology readings like your natal chart, asking questions, things of that nature. Also, I'm active on my blog post for different tips of wellness. And all sorts of topics will be discussed. All right. I'm doing 3 piles. Take a few deep breaths. Focus on your intention. And then pick your card pile when you're ready. Pile 1, if you pick pile 1, you were attracted to this Sunstone, which means a vital life force of energy, giving Leo energy, basically saying feeling warmth, feeling love energy. Let's see what your first card is for what you desire. You are limitless. Number 4, you can do anything you choose. So you like to have the power of free will. You like to be able to have an understanding that you can choose whatever you want to do. So you have many options to choose from for how you would like to spend this day, how you would like to express yourself, how you would like romance to be expressed, choices of where to go. You might also want to do multiple things for this holiday to be able to celebrate you and your lover's love and the energy of love, and just know that there is no stone that can be overturned in your eyes. Right. Also, the unicorn symbolism is heavy. So you may be more mystical. You like more romance, wine and dine, doing things together with your lover. What they desire, back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Number 3. So they're desiring better forms of communication. There might be going through a transformation. So the energy that you're in being limitless, and the energy that they're in the past, they could have had issues with expressing themselves. They could have had issues with knowing your love language or knowing their old partner's love languages. So basically, there might be a few limitations when it comes to how they can express these things, or could be fear around not being able to amount up to whatever type of romance you would like to be shown on that day. So there may be more communication that needs to be had between you two on making sure that all parties involved get what they want, have a clear understanding of what it takes to be able to make sure everything's in good standings when it comes to love, or when it comes to romance, or when it comes to different things that you might desire to do, but they may fail to, or their partners in the past might have failed to. So it just seems like there might be a little triggering when it comes to this type of energy around this day, because it's kind of giving me like how you grew up. Girls always romanticize Valentine's Day. Boys just knew their mom bought a bunch of candy for the class and they get free candy. So it could be looking from different perspectives, but everybody still wants to be able to share the love regardless, whether they're kind of fearful of, might not living up to expectations, or that they might not be good enough. So again, it just comes down to communication that's solid, so you can have a solid foundation on what it takes to be with each other. Advice, relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change. 32, which is 5, transformation and change. So that basically wraps up exactly what I was talking about. Like, just making sure that there's, grounding in this relationship, making sure there's plenty of communication, especially through changes, triggers, and things of that nature, because that just helps strengthen expectations. It helps strengthen the character between you and your partner. Advice, forest, breathe. So surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with being open to the possibilities of love. Take a deep breath when things get tense, Maybe even incorporate more natural type vibes to this relationship. Maybe even go, if the weather permits, outside, as one of the choices that you would like to make when it comes to how you want to go about dating or take this date seriously or whatever, you know what I mean? The color green could also be really significant as well to bring in more love and warmth. So that is your reading for pile 1. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. All right, if you chose pile 2, you chose the purple stone, which is called Charoite. It helps with transformation and deep love to radiate. It helps cleanse the chakras. It helps you to remind you to live your life now and not to wait, to be who you really are. It helps with transformation, with self-love, deep love for all life on this planet. So those are the energies that's overarching when it comes to this pile. So for what we have for what you desire, miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. Number 13, which is 4. So grounding, stabilizing, setting a firm foundation. Maybe you have been hurt in the past. Maybe you in this relationship is up and down. And so you kind of going back to the drawing board, or maybe there's some type of feelings of unrequited love that you may need to speak upon. So this is about your solar chakra, your solar plexus chakra, and speaking up for what you deserve and speaking up for what you want. Not only just, hoping, wishing, and praying for the blessings and miracles, or some to shake, some got to change, something like that, but also doing what it takes on your end to allow those things to happen, whether for the best or for, in your eyes, the possible worst. Know that everything is happening for you, not to you, and it's beneficial. So, maybe going on an aquarium date, maybe going somewhere that has some water or maybe even just having a talk through and a sit down, come to Jesus meeting with your lover about how important it is to express themselves to you, how important it is for you to feel safe and assured, feel wanted, feel desired. Or, if you realize this is the type of energy that you play out a lot when it comes to relationships, especially when it comes to a simple holiday where it's about love. So you expect, to be able to do these things, to be romance, and those things are bringing you disappointment, or others might be lacking in that department to be able to bring that to you. First, make sure that you fill your own cup up, because you can't expect other people to fill up more for you than what you are doing for yourself. For one, you set the precedent, right? So wine and dine yourself. Buy those gifts for yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Show yourself how you want to be treated, and then double that when it comes to other people, right? Because you can't expect something out of them if you can't give it to yourself. And if also they're not hip to it, they haven't seen it, you have a hard time with being able to express these type of feelings and emotions, then it's kind of like the closed mouths don't get fed, But again, with this miracles and blessings, something is going to happen where it will feel more love, more healing, where it will feel more satisfying to you. But first, it takes you to open up that channel. What they desire, true love. So they might be desiring, communication. It says this love is once in a lifetime. So especially if, there might be a lot of things that's on their mind with this card. Like the guy got all sorts of stuff going on in his mind, and then the lady just got more fantasies. There's a unicorn symbolism, waterfalls, a baby. There's fireworks in here. So you may be seeing some type of light show. You may be going to go see a movie. Being in some type of atmosphere of entertainment might be beneficial. Something fun that's also romantical, where y'all can communicate from a higher perspective. They might actually be going through some type of awakening and spiritual transformation, because this purple is surrounding the card, just like the crystal that came up. So it's like, if there is a slow and steady wins the race type of energy, that's when you need to focus on the self-love, the inner work, the healing of the emotions and things of that nature, versus feeling like things are being forced or out of control. You know what I mean? Because everybody's got something going on. So that's why this time frame is big, to be on communication, to be on clarity, to speak for clarity and understanding, not to react, not to argue, not to think piece it. You know what I mean? Because there is true love here. Advice: have patience. I can't make this shit up. 17:8. So that means that this is the season. This is the 8th year. This is about abundance, self-empowerment, leadership. So this is about like, stepping up to the plate. If this is what you're demanding, then you need to be putting in the work as well. And you also need to be communicating these things in order for there to be clarity on everyone's behalf. And so y'all can come together and rise in love. You know what I mean? Purification reign for the final advice for here. So exactly, out with the old, in with the new. Sometimes they're going to feel like, something is heavy, but just know that it rains before it sun shines and the flowers are grown. So these are just kind of like growing pains again. There may just be miscommunication because y'all are seeing the same book, but it's got different colors and you're both right, So work on just being transparent and open and willing to connect with your person on a deeper level at this time. I hope that helps, Pal 2. All right, Pal 3, save the best for last. If you chose Pal 3, you chose this green and purple white black stone called a ruby Zosite. It's used for helping with your emotions. It can help shift emotions, help break through emotional trauma. It helps with anxiety when you're filled with worry. It can help assist you in meditation and like chilling down, the angst within you. So maybe it's kind of like you get butterflies, and then when you realize you're getting butterflies, you realize that that's kind of not a cute feeling and more of an alerting feeling. So then you need to kind of go to the source of where that energy is coming from so you can dissect it and then release it. Thank you for, coming here, giving me a little message or whatever, and then keep it pushing and learn from it and not live and immerse yourself. So the first card for you, what you desire, listen with your heart. What were we just talking about? 1. So this is about pouring more into yourself, making sure that you're emotionally sound, checking in emotionally with yourself first before you can connect with your person, can let them know what you want. It says you are listening, but need to hear with a loving heart. So it might be a lot of communication that's coming to you from, trying to make Valentine's Day plans or what have you. And then it just seemed like shit is not going to work out. But just listen to yourself, right? Why do you have those type of beliefs? Why is that type of emotional charge coming up? What's grinding your gears, so to speak. That's why it's time for you to listen and you to connect. Maybe for you to listen to some meditative music, some frequency music, some classical music. Maybe it's time for you to start journaling a little bit more. This is about basically breaking out of your cage within yourself and maybe even projecting onto others. So if you want to have like a smooth sailing Valentine's Day and just being more in the love energy, listen to your heart and yourself first to know what you really want. That way you can set the expectations and make sure that they're fulfilled on both ends, right? Their desire is romance. Lavish the ones you love with personal attention and affection, 25. So that goes to 7. So they may want, a lot of things to do with you. They may want to do a lot of things with you. They may have like a lot of plans, but if you're caged in or if you're, not in the right headspace or something like that, and you're just not listening to your instincts. And again, when I said something earlier about possible projection, this could be one of those things where you're low-key pushing them away or low-key already kind of getting upset about the supposed plans, or maybe they haven't even said that they have something planned for you, and that is triggering for you, and that's kind of what's making you go down the rabbit hole. And so you think, oh, they don't love me or they're not being romantic or anything. Whole time they got some, like an ace up their sleeve, you know what I mean? Like they got something that's planned that maybe you had already said that you showed interest in, something that you might have wanted to do. Maybe it was something that you said on the slide, that you didn't even think that they would have caught on to, or that they remembered something that you want to do. And so they really want to go all out, but maybe the secrecy or the kind of like, not division, but maybe if you feel like you're getting the cold shoulder, you're not thinking that you're going to get exactly what you're wishing for. You really will. You just kind of got to be patient, listen to yourself, work through those triggers and heal through those triggers, because again, they're wanting to bring the romance. They have something planned, they want to sweep you off your feet, and they want to make you really feel special and feel loved and cherished and adored. So it's like, give it some time and just wait and see. And final message, it says, or the outcome is 3, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Absolutely. Trust everything that's going on through this transformation, because you're transforming, they're transforming. Maybe this is on some, like, they're learning how to love you, and you're learning how to speak on how to love you. So this is beautiful energy if you see it that way, you know. Final message, yes, literally spring equinox rebirth. You're going through a rebirth process. Both of y'all are going through a rebirth process. Your love for each other could be going through a rebirth process as well. And so that's why it's like, okay, if something feels kind of like cold, you know, kind of like slow to start or slow to finish right now, it's because, one, it's wintertime, because the highlight of spring equinox. So it's like, wait until the new year when spring arrives, March 19th this year, I believe. So you can see like more of the transformative energy that's kind of set in place. That's the flower petals are opening up. That's kind of what I saw. So just give it some time, but just know that Valentine's Day could be really beautiful for you if you open up to it and you're not placing so much heaviness on what you expect, let alone just kind of going with the flow and seeing what's going to be presented to you. I hope that helps, Pal 3. That is going to be all for our love readings for Valentine's Day energy, what to expect, what you desire, what they desire, and some little advice about the energy that's going to be surrounding this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe for more content. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe it again. Leave a comment below. Until next time,